Hi, my name is Daisy. I'm a digital content marketer based in Duluth, Minnesota. And today I'm going to talk about how to create easy DIY videos for promoting your business. Now, video has blown up a lot over the last several years. You've probably come across video in your news feed or scrolling through many of the social platforms that we now use. And if you have been wondering how to get started on video, today's video is for you. The tips I'm going to cover in today's video are super simple and easy and geared for the beginner, and the goal is to just kind of get you going. And once you have been doing video for a while and you're getting comfortable, you might optimize and tweak some of these things that I'm going to talk about to suit you. They're going to be about 4 or 5 basic tips, and I'm excited to talk to you about it today. Spoiler alert, I'm not a videographer. I am a digital content marketer, and over the years I've learned how to use different platforms to communicate with people, create content. Content used to be just blogs, now it's email, it's social, it's video. There's always new ways of communicating with people, and I think video has been something that has blown up in the last several years. And I think it's a good thing because it shows that it's made it easier for people to create content. There's different ways to engage with your audience, and there's different ways to get your message across. So let's talk about the tips. The first tip I'll tell you is planning. Planning dictates everything. And before you even plan, you need to figure out some key pieces. The most foundational element to creating content, whether it's video, email, blogging, what have you, is understanding and knowing your audience. You don't serve everybody. I don't serve everybody. Even if you're a big business, there's probably different people that especially love working with you, and you want more of those. So figuring out who your content is, who your audience is, where they hang out, and how they interact with content is super important, because it can even actually tell you, well, you know what, video is not for me, or yes, I need to figure out video because this is a way that my audience gets content and loves getting content. When you know your audience, you'll also have an easier time figuring out what platform you'll be creating the content on. And the platform is really important because different platforms have different ideal lengths for posting. If you're posting on Facebook or Instagram, you might have only 30 to about 60 to 90 seconds. If you're posting on LinkedIn, you might have between 30 seconds to 5 minutes. It really varies. So knowing your audience and then looking at the platforms they use and how you can create content on those platforms is one of the key foundational elements to creating good content and good video. Once you've figured that out, then you can also figure out the content you're going to create. I recommend, and this is just for talking heads kinds of videos like the one you're seeing today. Talking heads means I'm talking and I'm ahead. But one of the things that I recommend starting is like, what are the frequently asked questions that people have about your business? Start there, because if your current customers are asking those questions, there's probably other people who are asking those questions as well. And so leading with that can help you come up with really good ideas. Another step is to create a plan. If you're going to be creating videos on an ongoing basis, maybe sit down and just kind of brainstorm all the different content ideas, figuring out which ones you can cover within the lengths that you're looking for, which ones are compelling, and you'll end up with a good sized list that you can then execute on. This makes video recording a lot easier because it removes the hurdle of actually figuring out what to talk about, so that when you do get down to recording the video, you're not wondering, what should I talk about today? You already have a plan of what you're going to talk about. It's just a matter of getting on camera and doing it. Before you get on camera, one last thing to do is create an outline or a script. An outline doesn't have to be this long thing. It can even just be bullet points as to the things you're going to cover in the video. But having an outline will help you because it'll anchor your discussion. Today, I'm using an outline to talk about the points in this video. It helps me because I know exactly what I want to cover, and I also know like the second point, the third point, so I'm not left wondering, like having long awkward pauses or wondering what to talk about next. That's all in the planning stage, and you haven't even started the video, and you've done so much of the really important work. The easy stuff is now just getting on camera. How do you do that? Well, today I'm using a webcam. A lot of laptops nowadays have a webcam. If you use Zoom on your laptop, you have a webcam. Otherwise, you can also use your iPhone. I've used my iPhone for recording, and I recommend VideoShop as an app for recording and for editing videos on your iPhone, because even when you record a video on your iPhone, you might want to trim it down or chop it up. So VideoShop is a super easy tool. Otherwise, on my laptop, I'm probably going to just use iMovie because, again, it's a free tool, it's easy to use, it'll help me get going. So when you're recording the video, the setup is really also important. Having the lighting kind of coming towards you and not behind you will help people see your face a lot clearer. So today I have two windows ahead of me, and I have the secondary light that I bought on Amazon for guess it, another video project that is super handy for when I need just an additional light source. And it's coming from this angle. It's coming from my left angle because when I was testing off the setting, I realized that this angle was a little dark on my face, so I added a small little light over there to kind of just give me a good lighting. People can't see you. If people can't see you on your video, then your video won't perform as well. So having good lighting, kind of illuminating the space, is really important. Another thing is setup. Now, you might have a blank wall that you can stand in front of, and maybe that works for you. I prefer having a little bit of character and personality in my background, and so I'm sitting in front of a bookshelf. You can really just kind of pick whatever setting is easy and accommodating for you, as long as you have good lighting, and as long as it's not too busy. That's all you really need. Kind of just take a little bit of time to set up some things. I like having backgrounds with a little bit of personality because people buy from people, and people buy more from people that they like. So having a little bit of personality can also help your video. Having a little bit of personality in your background, and on camera, can help your video because people can feel who you are. They feel like, oh, that's a real person. I like them. I like how they think, or I like how they talk, or I like how engaging they are. So those are all tips to creating a good ambiance for your video. One last thing I'll cover is sound. Today I'm using an external microphone. It's certainly not required, but it will definitely improve the audio quality of your video. If you don't have an external microphone and you're using your laptop, just find a quiet room to record in, and that's also fine. Or, this is a pro tip as well, use your iPhone, or if you have an iPhone or a Samsung, use your phone to record sound. So iPhone has this tool called voice notes. You can record on voice notes to kind of capture audio somewhere else, and especially position it closer to your face, maybe just underneath your laptop, so that you get that good quality sound coming through and people can hear you. And also remember, I am a soft speaker, so I need to project a little bit more, but project your voice a little bit, but also have make sure that your audio quality is good. If your webcam and your laptop and you're in a quiet room, then you certainly don't need to have extra tools. But if you are recording in a space that is a bit bigger and you just want to make sure that the sound quality is good, certainly having an external microphone, or even just using your iPhone and merging the voice and the video later on is also an easy thing to do. Editing. I use iMovie, like I said. You don't need a professional tool to edit. You can just use whatever is available to you. I use iMovie, and I've used Video Shop on my phone. There's other tools out there, and if you have the time and interest in learning, they're certainly very easy to learn from. The second to last tip is transcribing. In recent years, people have started using watching videos with captions. And if you're recording videos and you're able to create an easy caption, go for it by all means. If not, I've used some online tools that will help me create captions. YouTube has a tool that will help you kind of create captions automatically, and you can then kind of go in and tweak it. Or if it's easier for you, I use a tool called Rev. They get you captions within about, I believe, 8 to 16 hours, and they are professionally edited. They are very easy to use. You just upload your video to whatever platform you're using, you upload the captions file, and you're done. Captions can help your video perform better, especially on social platforms where people have grown accustomed to watching videos without the sound on. So depending again on the platform you're using, you may or may not need captions, and that may or may not be something you choose to invest in. Last but not least is publishing. When you're publishing, again, the platform, depending on what's available to you, use all the different areas that are available to you to talk about your video. You can include a clear description and title, a clear description in the little description box, whether it's on YouTube, they'll give you a little slot, or when you're publishing it on Facebook, for example, you'll have something in your status that you can write about the video to kind of get people to watch it. I recommend thinking through the way you're going to be promoting your video and kind of including that as you're creating the content and kind of keeping that in mind. What's going to make this video really engaging, because it's going to make that last step of publishing just so much easier when you know, I'm creating this video for these people, this is what I'm going to cover, and this is why they should watch it. So that's it. Those are my tips for easy DIY videos. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, my name is Daisy Quaker. I'm a digital content marketer based in Duluth, and you can reach me at hiredaisy.com. Thanks.